Welcome to this week's episode of Hump Day News. Yes, I do have a little different background there, so I may be in a different location, but into the news. Okay, so this one is from Canada. So more than 1 in 10 Canadians would like to be in an open relationship. I actually thought it would be a lot more, but anyway. 2.4% of all Canadians and 4% of those who are currently romantically attached reported being in an open relationship. Again, I thought it might be a little bit more, but keeping in mind that this is only of the people that are in this particular sample. 20% of participants in this study reported prior engagement in an open relationship, and 12% reported open as their ideal relationship type. Remember, there is difference to fantasy and reality. So 18% of men opted open as their ideal, whilst only 6% of women did. So thank you, Canada. Now, over to the UK, where couples are apparently having less sex than they did in the previous 2 decades. And I actually feel like this is going on in a lot of other countries, believe it or not. So a survey found that British people who are married or living with a partner are having sex less often, and people over the age of 25 are also having sex less often, whilst more than half of British women and almost 2/3 of men admitting to wanting more. Kind of sounds like a straightforward equation, guys. We're not having as much sex as we want to be having, so why don't we start having sex more? So one of the factors, if only if it was that easy for everybody, and one of the factors was found to be the pace of modern life. Now, I hear this all the time. We're too busy, we're too busy, we're too busy. At some point, we need to also start putting sex as a priority in our relationships and in our lives, and putting it up to the top of the list. As much as I love Netflix and chill should be somewhere down here, and gazing in physical intimacy with our partner should be somewhere up here. Do that first, then if you have time for other things, then let it flow down the list. Now, Tinder is about to launch something new. It's called Tinder Lite. Now, before your mind goes boggling and you think it's got something to do with the amount of matches that you can have or how many swipes you have per day, all those kind of things, it's nothing actually to do with dating, and it's actually more to do with bandwidth. So in terms of changing apps into lights, I'm not really sure. I'm the relationship expert, not the tech expert. But in this article, I did find some stats that I thought were interesting you might want to know. So there are 4.7 million paid subscribers. I do know there's those 2 options, and I always wondered how many people actually paid for Tinder versus the free app that you can get. There's also 57 million monthly users. So I'm not sure if that's in a particular region, but I'm assuming that's Tinder worldwide. So it just starts to give you insight into how many people are app dating. So for all those people out there that say, I can't find someone online, or all these people are douchebags, or all they want to do is have sex with me and not take me on a date. Think about those numbers. Out of 57 million people who are online, yes, they might not be terribly close to you, but there's got to be a few million that at least are. Are you projecting the right thing on your profile? Are you looking for the right thing in your matches? Are you having the right conversations? Maybe you're swiping on some really amazing people the wrong way. Maybe you should give someone a chance because there's something in their profile that was interesting or intriguing to you, and who knows where that can go. So that is Hump Day News for this week. Now, if you haven't asked Dr. Nikki, make sure you jump onto my Facebook page. Ask me a question. You can ask me anything at all. And I hope you all have a good week. Bye.